Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the United Community Channel. And we are back with another watch along. We're actually a bit early, to tell you the truth. I've been having some issues with the software in the background, so I got the opportunity to go. We just went. So, yeah, I mean, it's great to be live, great to be back again with another watch along. Obviously, they're getting they're getting less and less, these watch alongs. Like, we're going to have this one, we're going to have United then on good to see you, Keane is in the chat there. Yeah, we're going to have United Sunday, and then we're going to have the Champions League next Saturday, and I'm actually going to be doing that one from Spain because I'll be on holidays. So there's not too many left, and we're just going to enjoy them while we can. Alex is in there as well. Good to see you as well, Alex. Just to go through some of the team news, I suppose the team news has been confirmed. And to be honest with you, I'm surprised. Liverpool have put out there's only one way to say it. They've put out a very weak team. Now, Alisson is in goal. Joe Gomez, right full. Timaka's is left full. We have Konate and Matip, centre backs. Milner, Jones and Harvey Elliott as the three in the middle, and then the three up front. Then we have Jota on the left, Minamino on the right, and Firmino through the middle. So very, very interesting. And Southampton then have gone with McCarthy in goal, the three at the back with Jack Stevens, Lyanco and I can never pronounce his name, Salisu. Then we have Kyle Walker-Peters and Nathan Tella then kind of as your wing backs. Ward-Prowse and Diallo. Then the three ahead of them then are Nathan Redmond. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. Yelenusui or whatever his name is. And then Broha up front. So, yeah, I'm shocked with Liverpool's starting 11. I mean, are they basically saying, right, look, we're conceding here, and we're going to go all out for the Champions League? I don't know. Like, even actually, I never checked the substitutes. Kelleher, Robertson, Thiago, Naby Keita, Henderson, Chamberlain, Diaz, and Origi. So Mane, Salah, Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk. They're not even on the bench. I mean, this is very, very surprising. And it's going to be interesting. Alex, did you go live by accident today on YouTube? I was trying to sort out some software in the background, Alex. I may have gone live by mistake. I done it as a private. But yeah, I may have gone live by accident, but I deleted them all. So, yeah. Yeah, so I actually went live a bit early here. I was kind of half by accident as well, because the software is kind of acting up in the background. I'm trying to figure out how to do some intro videos and stuff like that for the lives. But yeah, so I'm a bit all over the place here now at the moment. I'm going to be back in one moment, guys. I know you're there, so don't go anywhere. If you want to just take 2 minutes, I have to get a few things before I get set up, like a charger and things like that. So just give me a minute. I'll be right back to you. Right, we're back. See your message in a way in the group there. What are your thoughts on Ben White? I don't know. Like, I was watching the game last night, Keane, and I don't really rate him, to be honest. I don't know. Look, first season maybe you can understand, but to be honest with you, I was delighted that Arsenal got bet. Arsenal are in a bracket with Liverpool. For me, I just don't like them. I really, really don't like them. It probably stems back to the growing up watching Keane versus Vieira, but I was delighted, to be honest. But look, who knows? I don't see too many leaders in that team, to be honest with you. They're all very young, but yeah. So I suppose Manchester United news. We might as well go through some of it while we're waiting for the game to start. I mean, there's been a lot of I suppose media outlets, and a lot of talk about different players and who's been linked with United, things like that. Obviously the main one again is Frankie de Jong, and whether he's eventually, is he going to come to United? Is he, are Barcelona going to let him go? And only earlier today, the president of Barcelona came out and said that they're obviously going to be selling players this summer, but I don't know if I'm going to sell important players. If we complete some deals, maybe it won't be needed. But he's basically saying he's going to try and get rid of some players before he gets rid of Frankie de Jong. So, I mean, again, it's going to be interesting to see. If you were to ask me, what the likelihood of it is, I'd be thinking, I said it previously, I'm still around the 75% mark, like, you have the four things. Obviously, the United want to buy him. Barcelona are selling. Is the price right? Which I think we can get it right. And then obviously the final one then, which is the final 25%, I think, is, does De Jong actually want to come to Manchester United? And that's going to be the main one. So again, it's going to be interesting. I see, Keane. Do you think Frankie will fit into this team very well? I think he will. Like, again, we're going to move on to talk about Timber in a moment, but like, the way Ten Hag likes to play is to play a high line. He likes to press high up the pitch. So Frankie de Jong, in my opinion, he's not a six. He's not going to be dropping in and playing in front of the back four and gathering the ball and going forward with it. His game is winning the ball back high up the field, so that's why I think he's ideal for Manchester United, and obviously the way Ten Hag likes to play. So yeah, I think he would fit in perfect. On to, I suppose, moving on then to Timber. According to reports today, United are really pushing ahead with a move for him, and it's looking more and more likely as the hours and days go on. It's basically United and Ajax are actually in talks, and I think basically a deal has been done. They just need to work out maybe a transfer fee and personal terms. But I'd be very surprised if that doesn't happen now. Given the reports that have coming out today. So I think it's a fantastic signing for Manchester United. It's obviously he's coming with Ten Hag, so we know he fits into Ten Hag's style of play and his system. High line, plenty of pace. A lot of people saying as well about his lack of height and how that's going to affect him playing in the Premier League. And to be honest, I'm not overly worried about it. Centre backs, and we've seen it down through the years with Manchester United, are partnerships, so if he's, what is he? Is he around 6 foot maybe? Probably not even. But I wouldn't be too worried about it, because generally, if you have, one centre back that's over 6 foot, a big centre back, you can have a so-called smaller one beside him. And, watching, obviously, I've watched some clips of Timber since we've been linked with him, and the kind of game he plays. And to be honest, he doesn't seem to be the type of defender that challenges 50-50 headers and things like that. He looks like more of a defender that reads the game and is always in the right position and things like that. So look, I think it's going to be a good signing, and hopefully it goes through. Like everyone was saying. So Alex says, "Are you going live on TikTok?" I'm going to tip in and out of it, Alex. Yeah. I might go live once the game starts now in a few minutes. So I'm going to try and get it all set up here as well. I've been kind of trying some new software, so I'm kind of a bit all over the place today. I haven't set up right really. So, but well, look, I'm just looking forward to the game. I think it's going to be a good game, given the fact that Liverpool haven't put out a full team. I think this game could go either way. And to be honest with you, let's not kid ourselves. We're all hoping for a Southampton win. Liverpool winning a quadruple is just something that I couldn't deal with. I really couldn't. I think I would instantly just delete this channel and never show my face again. So, but look, let's see how it goes. Now, other news. What other news have we got? As well, I was reading some articles in the Manchester Evening News today, and by all reports, again, Samuel Lockhart says that at the moment it does seem like Ronaldo is going to stay at Manchester United rather than leave. And again, we covered this in a previous video, and I think it's great news. I think having him around, just in terms of his professionalism and his stature, especially if we're going to be bringing in new, young, hungry players, I think it's only a plus that he's staying on. But again, it doesn't take away from the fact that Ten Hag does want a striker. So like if you were to say to me now, would you be happy with Ronaldo and Darwin Nunez as our two strikers next season, without a shadow of a doubt? Now it's going to be interesting to see with Spurs as well. I mean, is Antonio Conte going to stay there? Is he going to be manager next summer or next season? I think that could go either way, regardless of whether they get. I think they're pretty much sewn on to get top four now, but regardless of whether they do, I don't think Conte would stay there unless he's given exactly what he wants throughout the summer. And Daniel Levy is not an easy man to negotiate with. So what's that going to mean for Harry Kane? I think if Conte goes, I think Harry Kane will look to go too. And I couldn't see him going anywhere else in England other than Manchester United, if I'm being quite honest. Obviously, Liverpool, he wouldn't go to Liverpool. I don't think Liverpool would even inquire about him. And his chances of going to Man City now are pretty much gone, given the fact that they've signed Haaland. So I don't see where else he could go. I don't see him crossing London to play with the likes of Chelsea. Obviously, he's never going to go to Arsenal. So if he is looking to stay in England, United are going to be the only real proposition for him. And it's going to be interesting to see if United do make a move for him. I wouldn't be surprised if they did, to be honest. But it's going to be interesting to see. I wouldn't be against him signing, absolutely no way. But if we're going to be looking at a long-term rebuild, and potentially not challenging for a title for 2 or 3 years, he's going to be 33 years of age at that stage, and we already have Ronaldo there as an elderly player. So it's going to be interesting. But yeah, I forgot my headphones. Give me one moment. I just want to go and grab my headphones so I can get the game listened to. One sec. Now, so we have the audio back. Yeah, we're going live on TikTok as well, guys. We're doing a watch along of Liverpool and Southampton in the Premier League. So we're just getting set up here now, and I'm just getting my audio set up for the TV because I'm a bit late coming on today and I'm a bit all over the place. But let's see, can we get it paired here? Well, Sean, good to see you in the TikTok, bud. Thanks for joining us again. Yeah, I want to get the actual timer going here as well. But yeah, thanks to everyone who's joined, guys. We're just doing a live watch along of it, so feel free to put up any comments or any thoughts. Hit like, follow, all that kind of thing. But yeah, it's just after kicking off here, so we're good to go here. I'm trying to get the I'm all over the place here, but anyway. Honda Bogsiders in a cup final again. They are. Come on, more Prowse, do your thing. Absolutely. I'll tell you, he's some player though. I have to say, I do really like Ward-Prowse, and to be honest, be interesting to see if he's at Southampton next season. I don't know. I think he's certainly good enough to be playing at a higher level. But yeah, good to see everyone in, guys. Thanks a million for everyone who's in. Feel free to put up any comments you have. And like, share, subscribe, all of that kind of stuff. We're both on TikTok and on YouTube tonight. So, our third last watch along of the season. Like I said, we're going to have this one. We're going to have United on Sunday, and we're going to have the Champions League final next Saturday. So it's going to be I suppose we might as well enjoy them while we can. But yeah, I mean, I'm absolutely shocked with the Liverpool starting 11. Smokey played 55 minutes first half, 57 second half. Heno with the winner. That's the shot, Barry. Happy days. You're into the final now in Dirtymus, I think, aye? But yeah, let me have a quick check here now. We'll try and get this. I'll try and get this timer going. But yeah, Alex says, can you show your setup on TikTok? This is it, Alex. I might show it maybe at half time. But it's basically just a front room with green screen. The background television is over there, and there's a light right behind the so Barry says 6 p.m. on Saturday versus Tullaroan. That's the shot. Happy day. Well, I hope you win it. Will I be able to get out? I won't be able to get out to it, but yeah, please God. Sean is watching the Forest game. Oh, they're in is it the playoffs? Let's have a quick now. We get this timer going. There we go. Yeah. Still getting used to having to use both screens, so just bear with me. But yeah, make sure you smash a like on the video, guys. And like I said, any comments or anything, just join along. Just join in, hit share, hit subscribe, hit follow. Liverpool have basically the lot of possession since the start, but do need any moderators? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. I have 5 people watching on TikTok and I have 2 on YouTube, so it's going to be a while before I need a moderator. But yeah, I mean, if you know any friends or anyone who'd like to join along, make sure you share it, especially on TikTok there. But yeah, Liverpool have started bright here. In fairness to them, and they're just keeping possession well. But yeah, I was shocked with their starting 11. If Forest get promoted, do we get Garner to stay with them for the experience or bring him back? To be honest with you, Barry, I would like to see him back. He's after ripping up the championship this year. He really is, and I think he deserves to come back given the season he's had. So I'd like to see him back because centre midfield is an area that United are looking to strengthen anyway. So if we could sign one centre midfielder and bring back the likes of Garner and the likes of Donny van de Beek from Everton, then I think it would give us good depth, you know. Michael says, see Salford sacked another manager. Neville should practice what he preaches. I know, I agree. I mean, it's the one thing that I'm worried about with Ten Hag coming on as manager is that, you know, and I think it happened to Liverpool at the, you know, in the 90s when United were in the ascendancy. Because Liverpool were so good in the 80s, they had a lot of ex-Liverpool players that were doing Match of the Day and they're doing Sky and Alan Hansen and all that kind of stuff, you know, and we're literally doing the same thing now only with United, you know, and all of United's ex-players, and it doesn't really help, I don't think, because if you have ex-players in the media, mainstream media like Sky Sports and BT, constantly giving their opinion and their voice and their, you know, if they don't agree with something, you know, a lot of the fan base can automatically just lock onto that. So I hope they just get behind the manager and just give him the time that he deserves, you know. But yeah, Liverpool are on the edge of the box here now. They're doing, and there's calls for a handball there, but referee waves it on. Timicast gets to the end line, wins a corner. So Liverpool have started very well here. Obviously, we'd be hoping for a Southampton win, really. I'd love to see, not that I'd love to see Man City win the league, but it's the lesser of two evils, given the fact that United are one league title ahead of Liverpool. We don't want them drawing level with us, and again, we don't want them doing the quadruples. So, are you drinking green beer? No green beer here. Good brown beer. Liverpool doing well here. Cross into the box, but Southampton do well to clear the ball, but they can't really get out. There's a head injury here for Liverpool, and the ref stops the game. But but yeah, good to see everyone in, guys. Make sure you hit like. Anyone watching on YouTube, smash the like button. It helps out the channel a ton. And as well on TikTok, if you want to just hit the like, hit share, you are more than welcome. Follow along. Making movies with the green screen. No, the green screen is for YouTube. I just can't get TikTok set up at the moment on my streaming platform. So I have the camera here, and then I have my phone beside it. But if I can link TikTok to my streaming account, I can use the green screen as my background. If you go on to my YouTube, you'll see what the green screen is doing. But yeah, I can't use it on TikTok, so it's just a green screen. Barry says, looking likely Timber's on the way. Yeah, we were just mentioning it, Barry, in the preview there, or in the warm-up, before you swear I was playing. But yeah, it looks like it's basically a done deal. Just a fee has to be worked out in personal terms, I think. But to be honest, I'm delighted with it. I mean, 20 years of age, and he's very sought after throughout a lot of clubs in Europe, you know. So Ten Hag is already using his pulling power, in fairness. So it's looking good. You know, and we were mentioning it as well, the fact that he's not the tallest defender in the world, but it's not something I'm really worried about. He reads the game very well. Bucko lad says, yeah, they're way around, and if you use YouTube, it shows how to link accounts and lives. Yeah, I think that the issue with it is because the screen is a different dynamic. Like it's 16:9 on YouTube, but it's 9:16 then on your phone. Oh, Southampton are in here. Oh, good save. Yeah, so so if that's YouTube, that's TikTok. So I don't know if it can pick up both or stream both at the same time. Yeah, I can use a green screen on TikTok, but it's nowhere near as good as YouTube. Like YouTube is proper software, whereas on TikTok it's basically just I just take a picture and use it as my background. So, but yeah, Southampton are settling into this game well. Lovely ball at Ward-Prowse, plays Walker Peters all the way down to the end line, and is it a corner? Surely it's a corner. Maybe not. But yeah, Southampton are settling into the game well now. Liverpool started well, kept a lot of possession, but Southampton are after getting to the end line a couple of times now, and Alisson made a great save there. Now probably wasn't going in the shot. It was a narrow angle, but yeah. But good to see everyone in, guys. Any what are your thoughts on United and the signings and Timber coming, and who do you think we should get? John on YouTube says Ranić said that unhappy with every position except for Nets. Yeah, I mean, given the performances, John, that have been put out this season by United, I mean, like there's only really David De Gea and Cristiano Ronaldo can hold their heads up and say that they're happy with maybe the season they've had. Like, I seen a stat. Was it Statman Dave on Twitter had a stat a couple of weeks ago saying that what was it? De Gea was, I think, throughout the whole season, stopped 20 goals or 21 goals, I think, and then Ronaldo scored 19 goals in the league. And without it, United would have been down around the relegation zone. So, I mean, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy to think. But without a doubt, they're the only two, really, that can hold their heads up after the season, Chief is in. Good to see you. Score prediction, Southampton 2-1. Yeah, it might be a bad shout. And he smashed the like as well. I appreciate it. Thanks a mil. But... yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad shout now, 2-1. I mean, especially with the side Liverpool are after putting out. We'd have no Salah on the bench, no Mane, no Van Dijk. I don't know. I don't even think Diaz is there. Maybe it's an interesting one. Is it Klopp basically saying, look, I'm prioritising the Champions League over the league now, and is the league gone? Upload says using StreamYard and looks class on YouTube. No, I'm using Streamlabs OBS is the software I use. So I do have an account with StreamYard, but I'm finding it hard to... Oh, Redmond gets a fucking screamer! And it's 1-0 to Southampton. Get up, I said. What a goal. What a goal. And Jurgen Klopp is going absolutely ballistic on the sideline. Is he throwing his arms up at the players, or is he giving it to the referee? Who knows? But absolute unbelievable goal from Redmond. So Liverpool give the ball away. Oh, well, it does look like a free when they win the ball back, but the referee doesn't give it. And it's not going to be overturned, but the play is worked all the way down the left. Redmond is very wide. Stands him up, cuts inside a second time, and hits an absolute whirly into the top right-hand corner. It was a free kick. I'm surprised the referee didn't give that, but usually VAR do not overturn this. It takes a deflection, he shot, but look, VAR, I don't think are going to overturn that. Now, Redmond's shot takes a slight deflection off of James Milner's knee, but absolute whirly of a shot. And Southampton are 1 up. Get up, Bat said. Update the score, good man, Chief. That's the one thing I need you to remind me of, because As you know, I always forget. 1-0 to the Saints. And the Saints go marching on. Now, I need to write down the time. Oh, I forgot my notepad. Give me 1 second. I bought a notepad the other day and it's an actual mathematics notepad. That was poor. But anyway, just want to note down the time of the goal. But yeah, great start by Southampton, lads. What are you saying in the group or in the chat? Different team without Van Dijk, Chief says. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it's just his organisation and his recovery is just fantastic, you know. So, but brilliant. That's a brilliant start from Southampton. And we'll cheers to that. But, Keane, shows your mathematics, Jack. I let you know, Keane, that I actually got a C in honours maths in my leaving cert. Now, that was a long time ago. But, yeah. Absolutely. Great start, though. Absolutely fantastic start by Southampton. And, you know, they're really putting it to Liverpool here now. Chief says, remember last season... You'll have to remind me on that one. Was last season in relation to this result or this game? But yeah, good to see everyone in, guys, on TikTok and on YouTube. Make sure you all smash a like and follow and subscribe and share and all that as well. But great start here by Southampton, and Liverpool are reeling. But look, long way to go. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if. I wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool do go on to win this game, but Jota gets in there, but the Southampton defence are solid. Injury. I don't remember that injury. But it's a corner here now to Liverpool. Elliott with the strike, and Southampton clear their lines. And Walker-Peters then comes clear with it. Ward-Prowse. Oh, Ward-Prowse gives it away, and Liverpool win a free in a good position now to get it into the box. Keane says, I've got a box of pizza to keep me busy watching this. Good man, Keane. That's what I like to hear. But, yeah. Let's see who we have in TikTok. Paulie says, lovely start by the Saints. Yeah, great start, Paulie. And Official Niall says, 1-0 Southampton. Let's go. But yeah, let us know if you're actually Southampton fans, guys, or if you're... Oh, and there's 1-1. And Roberto Firmino, and he's offside. Oh, with his big luminous teeth. A fantastic header, though. A great header. So the ball is whipped in by Tsimikas to the back post. He is offside, in fairness. And he gets up and he just guides it. There's great pace on it. And Klopp throws his hands up to the air and then sees the linesman. You fucking donkey. Go on, I said. Delighted for you. Lovely. We'll have to mark that one because that'll be a TikTok tomorrow. Yeah, Klopp was throwing his hands up in the air as if they were after winning, or as if they're after scoring. Dargo is in on TikTok. Up the Saints, boy. Go on, the Saints. And Matthew says, come on to Southampton. Ronnie says, hi, are you streaming on YouTube? I am, Ronnie. I'm on YouTube. United Community Channel on YouTube. So feel free to go over and watch it on that as well. Willie Walsh is in the group on YouTube as well. Good to see you, Will. Great result for United so far. But yeah. Matthew says, what team do I support? Matthew, I'm a United fan, Manchester United, so we're on here supporting the Saints tonight. How about yourself? But yeah, make sure you hit like, guys. Anyone that's in the chat or in the group or on TikTok, hit that like button. But yeah, Liverpool, I think again have oh yeah, and Southampton win the free kick here. But again, the tackle made by Southampton in the lead up to the goal, I mean, it could have easily been given as a free. And I wouldn't have been surprised if it was given, but yeah, it's certainly Chief says Manchester United backdrop is a bit of a clue. No, see, Chief, I'm actually some of the comments I'm reading out are actually on TikTok. I've got my phone live streaming on TikTok as well, and I can't use my background on TikTok at the moment. I haven't figured it out yet. So yeah, it's no one to blame. But yeah, Matthew says he's a Man City fan, so you're obviously shouting for the same team we are tonight, Matthew. So good to have you, buddy. Official Niall says United Community Channel should be a big enough clue. Well, look, United, there's plenty of teams with second name United, but only one real team. Let's make that clear. But but yeah, no, good to have everyone in, guys. I'm enjoying the chat. Keep the comments coming. Let us know what you think of, Matthew. What do you think of Haaland signing, and do you think he'll be a success there, or I think it's scary the fact that Man City are the highest scorers in the Premier League this year without number 9, and you're after signing an absolute goal machine. So it doesn't look good for anyone else. But yeah, I mean, Gomez puts an absolute smelly dive in there. In fairness, there was no need for that at all, and he was never getting a penalty for it. But Liverpool are in Southampton's final third now, the last few minutes. So, as long as Liverpool can keep a bit of possession and keep the pressure on Southampton, I think they'll be happy enough, because there's a lot of time left here in this game. But yeah, good to have everyone in, lads. Make sure you all smash them like buttons and subscribe. But let's have a little check here. But yeah, oh yeah, you can do it. I can actually high scorer. Yeah, I mean, let's see now. There's a few coming in here. Ken says we should go for Gallagher from Chelsea, Sarr from Watford, James Justin from Leicester. That's Manchester United. Is it? Now I know Gallagher is having an unbelievable season with Crystal Palace, but I'd be surprised if Chelsea were to sell him. You know what I mean? I would be. Niall shared our live on TikTok as well to his followers. Thanks a lot for that as well, Niall. I appreciate it. And Keane says, has anyone realised Villa are doing well when Jack Grealish left? Well, look, I mean, that they are. I mean, you're not wrong in what you're saying, Keane, but they changed their manager as well. And Gerrard, as much as he's disliked by Manchester United fans, I'm not overly negative. I'll try and keep it as positive as possible. He's doing a very good job with Aston Villa. So, to be honest, I'm not really surprised. He's just gearing him. He's just, Gerrard is just building himself up for that Liverpool job. Whenever Klopp leaves in, when is it? He has a contract now till 2026, so it'll give Gerrard plenty of time to hone his skills. But he's nearly, unless his managerial skills fall off the face of the planet, I would be thinking he's going to be Liverpool manager at some stage in the future. Ken says, yeah, for United. Yeah, I mean, interesting options there, Ken. I mean, Sarr from Watford, I think would definitely be a great shout. And yeah, I mean, Justin, you know what I mean? Another good player. He says the biggest issue at United are the fullbacks, and if we fix that, we have a chance. Yeah, look, I think the fullback issue is a pretty big issue. Myself personally, I think the biggest issue is centre midfield. I just think we're non-existent. The amount of midfield battles that we lost this season is just absolutely, it's just criminal, really. Fred has good and bad games. McTominay, I don't know. I love his heart and his spirit and everything, but I just don't think he's really good enough. I'd like to know what you think. What I would be saying now is sort out centre midfield first, then another centre back, and then full backs. That's the Walker Peters is doing well down the right, but Liverpool cleared their lines well here. Ken says agree, but the work in CDMs have to put in to cover both flanks kills them. Yeah, that's also true. And it doesn't help when you have the likes of, say, when Rashford was playing, top left as well for United, and his defending was just atrocious, and they didn't get much protection really. But I mean, Ten Hag does play with a two as well. He does play with two sitting midfielders, historically. So I wouldn't be. Here's Minamino in now. Oh, and it's 1-1. It's 1-1 and a fantastic goal. Keeper will be disappointed. He's beaten at his near post, high into the top corner. Maybe he wouldn't be overly disappointed, but he's low down. Minamino gets a goal against his previous club. He holds his hands up, so I don't know. Did he used to play for Southampton? I don't remember if he did or not, but it's 1-1. Let me update that score before anyone tells me. But Gomez gets the ball down the right hand side, gets across into the box. It comes to Jota, who lays it off to Minamino, who unleashes an absolute bullet into the top right hand corner. Keeper bet at his near post. I don't think there's anything really he could have done about it. The pace behind it just absolutely takes it home. First touch, bang. 1-1. Game on here. Now let me update that score. It's 1-1. So we have a game on our hands, guys, which is good to see. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how Southampton react to this now. Let's see what we have in the chat here. Ken says, Marcus half-press Rashford. He's a joke. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, like, I've said it about Rashford in a couple of my previous videos on YouTube that if he, obviously he's a Manchester lad and he came up through the ranks and all that, so that does afford him a little bit of extra time in terms of performances. But if he has another season next year like he's had this year, I'm sorry, but it's time to go. So I wouldn't hold too much sentimental value for homegrown players like that. But obviously, I would like to see him do well, because I do think there is potential. There's a decent player there. I don't think he's as good as a lot of people say. I think in terms of him going forward, this is my opinion. I'd love to know what you think now. Let us know what you think. But I think he's kind of a one-trick pony. Long ball over the top with buckets of pace and a big, heavy, bullet of a finish, rather than, like an Henry, R1-0 kind of finish in FIFA. He just tends to leather everything. But I'd like to know what you think. The Bob is in. If you had the choice between Grealish or Bowen, regardless of price, who would you sign? On current form this season, Robbie, I would have Bowen, because Jack Grealish hasn't ripped up trees by any stretch of the imagination. So yeah, I'd have Bowen. I mean, like West Ham are absolutely on fire this season, and Bowen has been unreal. So yeah, 100%. I go with Bowen. Great question though, Bob. So that's funny because we have Ken on TikTok and Chief on YouTube both say the same thing, that Rashford is Danny Welbeck in disguise. So it's I mean, if both of you are saying it, boys, who am I to deny it? Who am I to say otherwise? Um, but yeah, Keane says this United team isn't bad. They just don't have that much passion as they did in 2008. Well, to be honest, Keane, um, that 2008 team was one of three of the best teams United have ever had in their history. So yeah, there's not many teams are going to compare to them. But I know exactly where you're coming from. The passion and lack of effort and all was just through the floor. You know. Matthew says Liverpool are starting to play football. Yeah, they are. They really are. In fairness, they're starting to get on the ball. They're pinning Southampton back a bit, and Southampton are kind of finding it hard to get out. So, but look, I mean, long way to go in this game. Yeah, we still have 15 minutes left in this half, and then the second half. So, my timer is actually wrong. So I'm going to stop it for a sec, and I'm going to reset it at 31:00, and we'll go again. But it's another corner here to Liverpool, and they are putting the pressure on now, in fairness to them. Now that should be better, I'd say. Yeah, that's better. We're actually up to speed now. Let's see what everyone is saying. Having in TikTok here, Tevez, Ronnie, Rooney, Rio, and Vid and Scholes in centre mid, best side ever. I mean, when you think about it, like the amount of unbelievable talents we had with United, on that team in 2008, like even the likes of, Owen Hargreaves was just unbelievable for them couple of seasons. Wes Brown at right back was class. Patrice Evra was at his absolute peak. Michael Carrick as well, beside Paul Scholes. I mean, what a team it was, really, But yeah, I'd agree with you there, Ken. Probably one of the best teams, United have ever had, without a shadow of a doubt. But Ger says, I seriously reckon will come down to last game of the season between Liverpool and City. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I mean, as long as there's points up for grabs, there's nothing won, really, So, I mean, final game of the season, Liverpool have Wolves, Man City have Aston Villa. So, by no means do both of them have an easy final game. So, without a doubt, I wouldn't be given the title to City. Now, if Liverpool lose tonight, it's game over. You know what I mean? So it is game over if Liverpool lose tonight, because they can't get as many points as Man City have. So, but look, let's hope and pray. Ken says, here's one for you. Best ever player for United. I'll go Captain Marvel, Brian Robson. George Best for me, without a shadow of a doubt. Absolute. Just in my opinion, George Best is the second greatest player of all time, behind. Oh no, wait no. He's in the top three. Let's just put it that way. George Best is in the top three for me, with Messi, Ronaldo, and then George Best right behind. I just think he ushered in nearly the modern era, and it's I just watching clips of him, and it could probably help that my dad was a big fan of him as well. So, and of course I've never seen him live or at myself, but just to do it on the pitches that he done it on, these bobbly pitches, and he was half drunk for half of the games. I just think, I just thought he was brilliant. Let's have a look. What else is people saying here? But yeah, I mean, Ken, that says Roy Keane would be up there as well for me in terms of Manchester United players. He's one of my favourites. You know what I mean? I grew up watching him. So, Jer says Villa to beat City with Coutinho goal and Liverpool win the league. This coming from a United fan. Yeah, well, look, I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with you. It's certainly a possibility, and as long as it's a possibility, then we can't write anything out. Let's see, who will we go to first? We'll go to Gav is in. Good to see you, Gav. United's worst centre midfield in the top 15 teams. No style and no direction. Big job ahead for Ten Hag. I agree with you, Gav, 100%. The midfield is just non-existent, really. Now, in saying that, if I was to look at Fred, for example, I think Fred is the kind of player that Ten Hag could get an awful lot out of. So it's going to be interesting to see. Chief on YouTube says Maradona. Yeah, Maradona. I just don't have the same kind of sentimentality for Maradona really as I do for I would put Zidane ahead of Maradona in my opinion. I think Maradona, he done it for Argentina, but did he do it consistently really at club level? I don't know if he did, but look, he was certainly unbelievable. Ken says, didn't see enough of him and basically retired at 28. Yeah, that's George Best without a doubt. And then Ger says, way before my time with Duncan Edwards, but my time was Roy Keane. Yeah, Duncan Edwards was unbelievable as well. And now, again, only going off of clips, Ronnie, good to see you. You're in the chat. I see you there. Thanks for joining us. And then Ken said, agree, Fred is underrated. McTominay is pony. Yeah, he is pony. He is. I think he is. He's so slow. And his now, I'm not doing hosting together, guys. So, Keane on YouTube says Cruyff was the best. I mean, it all comes down to opinion, without a doubt. I mean, Cruyff was an unbelievable player, really was. And who we to say? I'm sure there's plenty of Ajax fans and things like that will certainly agree with you. Cruyff is the reason these skills and flares are so popular. Well, I mean, you could say a lot of these skills and he has the Cruyff turn, of course, but Pele and Di Stefano and all of these players back in the 50s, so it was definitely around before Cruyff, but I know exactly what you're saying, King. Cruyff did pen a lot of them, Ronnie says, by the way, my name is Colm. Okay, I'll never remember that, Ronnie. Colm. So, I don't know. Unless you can change your TikTok name to Colm, I'll probably just end up keep calling you Ronnie. Chief says, the original Ronaldo. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're really putting the players up here now. I mean, we could be naming players until the end of this stream. And, yeah, I mean, the original Ronaldo was just out of this world. He really was. Just that burst of pace over the first 10 yards and his step overs and he was gone. He was just unbelievable for about 5 or 6 years. Then he got fat. But he's entitled to get fat. I mean, if I was that good and I won all of the things that he won and I had the money that he had, I probably would just say I have enough now and I get fat myself. So, But yeah, thanks for everyone who's in, guys. Loving the chats. Make sure you all smash them likes. Let's see what we have on TikTok. We have 803 likes. Let's try and get to 1,000 before half time. We have 7 minutes. And anyone that's watching on YouTube as well, if you haven't already done so, hit the like button as well. I really appreciate it. Colin says, was your favourite player for Man United? Man U, it can be past or present. Favourite for Man United would be, like I mentioned George Best there already, it would be modern era. So, say from from my lifetime, from when I was born and actually started watching Manchester United, my favourite player is Roy Keane, without a shadow of a doubt. He was just unbelievable. I loved everything about him. I loved his professionalism. I loved his hunger, his desire. I loved how simple he was in terms of playing the game. He just played the game so simply. It was Roy Keane, without a shadow of a doubt. And he was a fucking animal as well. Absolute animal. But yeah, he would have definitely been. But then again, I mean, you have the likes of, Giggs was, I used to love Giggs, especially in the early days. I loved Van Nistelrooy when he played. I thought Van Nistelrooy was just another level when it come to finishing. Paul Scholes, I used to really, really love Paul Scholes as well, especially when he played alongside Keane. When he was nearly box to box and getting in and getting them goals from the edge of the box and stuff. Absolutely, but yeah, let us know who you think. I mean, there certainly is a lot of Manchester United players to choose from. Yeah, you can't beat the Irish and not love a good tackle. Yeah, 100% Keane. Yeah, you have it there, man. Chief says his favourite player was Paul Scholes. Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely, on the money there. I think he was so underrated, Paul Scholes. And you see some, I think, did they say it on, where was I watching it the other night? Was it on some of the, it was on some broadcast anyway. They were comparing, who were they comparing? Oh yeah, where would you rank? I think it was Thiago from Liverpool. Where would you rank Thiago in terms of Premier League midfielders if you had the option of Thiago, Lampard or Gerrard? And I was like, ye fucking cheeky gits. To leave Paul Scholes out of that conversation was just absolute criminal. Paul Scholes invented that conversation, Scholes, Lampard, Gerrard, and he was always the best. So, the fact that he was left out of that conversation really did annoy me. The Lost Poet says, Ronnie is the best. Let's be real for a sec. Look, I agree with you, Poet, but in terms of playing for United, without a doubt, he won the Ballon d'Or for United, and he had 2 exceptional seasons. If he had done with United what he done with Real, if he had stayed with United and done with United what he done with Real Madrid, absolutely there wouldn't have been a question about it that he would have been the greatest ever. But I think the fact that he had his best years with Real Madrid, I don't think he's certainly in the question without a doubt. You know what I mean? But yeah, Chief said Eric Cantona with the class of '92. I mean, that was unbelievable, that period. I was only a young lad at the time, and I vaguely remember the '96 FA Cup when they won the double, which would have been the first year that the kids broke through. Neville and Giggs, and Giggs was there, but Neville, Beckham, Butt, Scholes, and it was just something. It's just caught fire all of a sudden when them young lads came through and they had Cantona to look up to, and he had the collar up, and it was just there was no stopping him. Keane agrees with the Poet, yeah, 100%. And what have we got on TikTok? Ronnie says, come on, the Irish. My dad is good friends with Gary Kelly. Oh, very good. Gary Kelly was a good right back in his time. Played for Ireland and played for Leeds United as well, I think. Yeah. But yeah, good to see everyone in, guys. Thanks a million. Let's see. Well, fair play to you. We have the likes up to nearly 2,000 on TikTok. So we're flying it. Keep hitting that like button. I appreciate it. It just means that we get kind of pushed out to further people, and you never know, we could land on the For You page, and then all of a sudden we'll have loads of people in on the chat, and we'll have a laugh. So no, but I appreciate it. Mark Harris says, I met Gary Kelly in the witness box. Which one of you was drunker, Mark? You or Gary? But I met Shane Long myself on a night out in Kilkenny about maybe 7 years ago. Lovely chap. Was chatting to him at the bar. Sound as a pound. Really nice guy. He's only down the road a bit as well. So, but yeah. But yeah, so I mean, it's great to see everyone in, guys. If you haven't done so, anyone on TikTok, make sure you go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe there. We're going to be doing a lot of transfer videos over there. We're going to be going live doing them, so make sure you subscribe there not to miss out over the summer. And likewise, then for anyone on YouTube, go over and give us a follow on TikTok as well. We do small clips there as well. So, but yeah. Oh, poor mistake there now. And Elliot is in on Southampton recover well. I've been talking to you all so much here, I haven't been following the game that much. But we're rolling up on half time here. But it looks like Liverpool are basically camped in Southampton's half. Last post says, favourite player for United was Dennis Irwin. What a player. And the most underrated player. I mean, Dennis Irwin was 8 out of 10 every single week, without fail. It was great to get forward. A brilliant crosser of the ball. Yeah, fantastic on a penalty before the likes of Cantona came. He just didn't miss and was brilliant on free kicks. Dennis Irwin was an absolute master. Let's see what we have here. I haven't heard any news on De Jong. I think it's dying down a small bit. Is it? Owen, I was looking into it today. I was on TikTok before, or not TikTok, Twitter, just checking some of the latest news, and the Barcelona president has come out and said, look, we're going to have to sell players this season or this summer, but basically he wants to sell other players, but if he can't sell other players, then he'll have to sell De Jong. That's basically what he said. So, I mean, look, I'm not going to write it out. I'm still 75% on he's going to come. I think Barca do want to sell him. United want to buy him. The price has to be right, which I think it will be. And the last one then is, which is the remaining 25% that we're not there yet, is the fact that we need to convince De Jong to come. And I don't mean, I want to take that back actually, because I don't think anyone should be convinced to come to United. You either want to come or you don't. And if he doesn't want to come and play for United, then that's okay, because we need players now that want to play for the club. Wayne is in, says, what's the score? It's 1-1, Wayne. So Southampton took the lead after about 6 or 7 minutes, and Liverpool equalised there about the half hour mark. But it's a good game by all accounts. I've been talking a lot, so I've missed some of them, but fair play to you guys. The likes are flying in there. We're nearly up to 4,000 already. I really appreciate it. And we have 8 viewers on YouTube as well. Mohammed is in as well and says, okay, good evening everyone. Good to see you, Mohammed. Thanks for joining us. Arsenal has bottled top 4 again. Tottenham will get top 4. Well, and you know what? See this, look. I am delighted. I said it in the build-up to the kind of before the game kicked off, we were chatting, and I said that Arsenal are basically in a bracket with Liverpool for me and Man City. I hate them. I absolutely hate them. And it all comes down to the, growing up watching Keane versus Vieira and that Arsenal team, as good as they were, but the rivalry was so strong back then. I was a teenager at the time, and it was just absolutely blistering to watch every season, for about 7 years was just unbelievable. So I don't like him at all. Arsenal are clowns, yeah. Yeah, so I agree. But look, anyone that's in the chat, guys, I really appreciate it on YouTube. Make sure you hit a like on the video if you don't mind. It really helps out the channel a lot. And hit subscribe if you haven't done already. We're on 120 subscribers. We doubled it on our last watch along, which was fantastic. So if you haven't already done so, go over and hit subscribe as well. And on TikTok then, let's see, we have Jack is there, says Ronaldo or Messi. To be honest with you, Jack, I was, and it's half time, just to let you know. So half time 1-1. Let me just knock off the now. So Yeah, so I was Messi for a long, long time. I just love the way he plays the game and all of that. But in the last couple of years, and just to say as well, in relation to Messi and Ronaldo, I haven't changed my opinion from Messi to Ronaldo since Ronaldo signed for United. I actually changed my opinion on it about 2.5 years ago. And the reason why I did was just the goals he put up were absolutely... I mean, the numbers are just phenomenal. They're absolutely phenomenal, you know. So I would go with Ronaldo. I really would. I just think he's done it for club, for country. He's done it basically everywhere he's gone. And the fact that he scored 20 plus goals in such a shit United team this year just goes to show how good he is, you know. So I would be Ronaldo. Now, but in saying that as well, the way I do like to explain it is that I think Messi is a better player, but Ronaldo is a better goal scorer, and I think that's fair enough for everyone, you know. So, you know, I think that gives both of them the credit that they deserve, you know. Let me just jot that down because I'm going to use that. That's a good question. I'm going to use it for a TikTok tomorrow. But yeah, let's see what else we have. Danine says you need to win Sunday to get Europa League. We do. We certainly do. And to be honest with you, I'm not overly confident about getting a win on Sunday because Crystal Palace are a very good team, and especially at home, Patrick Vieira has them well drilled. Liverpool fan, but great channel, man. Oh, I appreciate it. Who's it? Official Owen. I appreciate it, Owen. Thanks for the kind words, man. Feel free to like and subscribe, and we're on YouTube as well if you want to follow along. What else have we got? I hope you'll be the next Mark Goldbridge. You deserve it. I appreciate that. I don't know if I could ever get to them kind of heights, but look, we'll keep going and see what happens. And on the YouTube chat then Mohammed says 3 seasons Arsenal will miss out Champions League football. I don't think they've got Champions League football since... Did someone say it was 2016? Someone in the chat will be able to tell me. I think it's 2016 since Arsenal last had Champions League football. Mark says, did you not miss a trick getting Conte? Look, at the time I would have said, because, you know, Solskjaer was there and the whole... I had Ten Hag in my mind from last summer because seeing what he'd done, he was kind of making shapes with throughout Europe, you know, and what he was doing with Ajax. But at the time when Solskjaer was going through that shite phase before Christmas, I was all in for Conte. I really was. Now I was certainly aware that it was going to be a short-term deal, you know, because Conte historically hasn't stayed long in his positions, you know, 2-3 years max. I don't think that's what United need in terms of a rebuild. So, you know, if we're gonna go into a long-term rebuild like we're doing, I think Ten Hag is probably the better option, given his I suppose given the previous teams that he's built with Ajax. So for that reason, I'm kind of happy we didn't get Conte at the time. And, you know, the fact that we're getting Ten Hag now, you know, I am happier with that. But yeah, who else have we got here? The last post says Messi has about 2 goals in a Farmers League. Ronnie hands down. Yeah, I agree, 100%, without a doubt. And Keane says, I'll go with you there, Jack. Even though Rooney is my favourite player, depending that Ronaldo scored 800 plus goals in the best leagues in the world, the hard work that he put in were unbelievable. Absolutely. I mean, his numbers just don't lie. You know what I mean? They really don't. So, you know, for that reason, he has to be put up there, I think, as one of the best, you know, if not the best. But yeah, what else have we got here? TikTok. Let's see. Ronnie shared with 10 friends. I appreciate that, Ronnie. Thanks a lot, bud. Make sure you... geez, we're nearly up to 6,000 likes, guys. I really appreciate it. The boss says Robbie Keane. I tell you, a lot of people used to give Robbie Keane stick. And Robbie Keane was an unbelievable goal scorer, in my opinion. He really was. I think he was underrated, and he got a raw deal at Liverpool at the time. I mean, if you look at it, even with Ireland, Robbie Keane scored against Italy, he scored against France, he scored against Germany, he scored against Spain, so, and he's the highest goal scorer of all time for Ireland as well. So I'd certainly, if Robbie Keane was in his prime now, I think he would be an ideal signing for Manchester United given the circumstances that we're in. If Robbie Keane was 24, 25 now, I think he'd be a brilliant signing for Man United, given their current yoke. But who knows? I don't think he's going to put on the boots anytime soon. What do you think? And then the Chillama says Mayo for Sam. Go on, Mayo. Lift that curse. Quick. And then Official Owen says, I always said Ronaldo just done it everywhere. Yeah, I mean, he did. I mean, his numbers and where he's been and where he's done it are just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So you can't really take it against him. But yeah, good to see so many in, guys. Feel free to like and follow along there on YouTube and on TikTok as well. One thing I'll say as well about TikTok is that if you want to go to my homepage and hit the bell notification on the top of the page, top right hand side of the page, it'll let you know anytime we go live or anytime a new TikTok goes up, so you can be the first ones to see it. Make sure you go ahead and do that. But I appreciate everyone, and make sure you smash them likes. Let's see. €20 jersey says, have you a podcast? Looking for a decent United one. I don't have a podcast at the moment. It is something that I'm certainly interested in doing down the line, but I've only started doing these watch-alongs now. I'm only about 6 weeks into it, so it's certainly something that I'm going to look into doing for the new season, without a doubt. I'm trying to get a couple of mates on that are into soccer and stuff like that. So a couple of close friends that I trust and stuff like that. So, but look, if you follow along, if you follow me on TikTok, if there is anything like that, or if you follow me on subscribe on YouTube, I'll certainly have information about that up as it comes, but certainly it's definitely something I'm going to be looking into. The Chillman says, great content, keep the vids coming. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the kind words. I just love talking about soccer. I played soccer myself up until last season and just retired, and that's why I started this, because I just like talking. I like talking about soccer with people, and if I don't do it, face to face with someone, this is the next best place to do it. So without a doubt. But thanks for all the likes, guys. Yeah, we're 6,500 likes there. I really appreciate it. And we have 8 in the live. But yeah, I mean, half time here with Southampton and Liverpool. I'm going to check the stats here actually while it's half time, because I'd be interested to see possession wise. Yeah, I mean, Liverpool are absolutely dominating possession, like we suspected. 73% possession to 27%. Liverpool have had 3 shots on target to Southampton's 1. Corner kicks, I mean, Liverpool have had 5. Southampton have had none. So, like we said, it certainly is Liverpool that are dominating here. But again, I mean, it's only one all, so I mean, let's see how that would actually leave Liverpool. So if it stays as it is, Liverpool will be 3 points behind, and they will be 7 goals behind. So Liverpool need to win, basically. They really do. So you would be saying, so if Manchester City win in the final game and Liverpool win in the final game, Liverpool would have to get 8 more goals than City. In the 8 or 9 more goals, 8 more goals for them to win the league. So Liverpool, it is a big second half for Liverpool needed here, because if they don't score, their season is over. Well, their Premier League season is over, of course. Let's see. Owen says you're passionate about the game. Great to see. Yeah, I appreciate it, Owen. Thanks a lot. I mean, I do love the game. It's I'm gonna get this green screen sorted for TikTok. I really am, because if you go over and check out the YouTube, you'll see the full backdrop that I have with the green screen. So let's see here. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Let me know, in the guys, anyone that's in the YouTube chat, can you let me know if there's any buffering on the video? I'm getting an error message here, but everything seems fine on my end. Let us know if there is any buffering or if there's poor video quality. I'll change the sentence. But it seems all good on my end here anyway. But thanks for everyone who's in, guys. I really appreciate it. You know, make sure you do smash a like on the video on YouTube if you don't mind. It helps the channel out a ton. And yeah, 1-1 here at half time. Let's see. Cork Guy says, what is a Manchester United fan waffling about Liverpool for? I'll tell you why, Cork Guy. Because we all want Liverpool to lose. That's why. Official Owen says, go to effects on the screen and hit green screen and you can add a picture. Yeah, I have done that. So I've done it. It doesn't really, it's not really the best, to be honest with you. So what I kind of said was I was going to kind of just use TikTok really as just a kind of a behind the scenes. Whereas if you go to YouTube, it's the full experience, you know. Let's see. Do you think United will do well under the new manager? Says J Murr. I do. I think if he's given time, without a doubt, I think he will be successful. I mentioned it in a previous video on YouTube that I think it's important for United fans to really get behind the manager and really back him in the decisions he makes, because don't get me wrong, there's going to be moments next season where United go through bad spells and we have to stick by him. We can't, as soon as we go through a tough patch, we can't be Ten Hag out. It just can't happen, because we've had 10 years now of absolute torture. And I think this manager does suit the Manchester United way of doing things, and he's a very modern, progressive coach. And it looks like the players we're going to get in are going to suit his style. So I think we need to give him at least 3 years before we start criticising him. If he's not challenging for a league title in the third season, then we can start saying, well, look, is this working? You know. So Keiko says Liverpool are going to win 3-1. Wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you. I mean, they certainly have had all the possession, so I wouldn't be surprised. Keane says, yeah, it was lagging. Right, okay. I can't change the actual latency while I'm. Let's see now. Yeah, let me just have a quick check. What I might have to do, guys, is that anyone that's in the YouTube, I'm going to end the actual live, and I'm going to start another one right away. So if you just hang on, I'm just going to end the stream real quick, and then I'll just start up another one again straight away. Okay, so just oh no, it won't even let me do that. Right, okay, right. Well, if you're watching on YouTube, you're stuck. So because if I end the stream, I won't get it back. I won't get the same live back up. So Keane says it's live now. Okay, thanks, Keane. I appreciate it. Just keep me updated on it and let me know, and I'll be able to try and stay on top of it. Let's see what lads are saying. Robbie Dice says, yeah, it was buffering a bit, so I just jumped onto TikTok. Okay, perfect. Because I used the low latency setting, which means you're more up to speed with it. But it does mean that there can be issues with the yoke. So yeah, I'll definitely change that the next time. Corkeye says, this is like a Wish version of the United stand. That's your opinion, Corkeye, and if you don't like it, just keep scrolling, man, because it doesn't mean anything to me. But yeah, let's have a look here. Owen says, Corkeye, no need for that. Not Champions League for Manchester United. No, we won't get Champions League, and I don't think we'll get it next year either, to be honest. I think if we could get Europa League on our final game of the season, I'd be happy with that. I'd be also happy with a top 6 finish next year also. So, it's going to be a long process. So that's what I would say. But yeah. Jammer says, I'm the same as you. Just need to give him time and bring in the players that he wants to bring. Yeah, without a doubt. Just give him the time he needs. And, if he is what everyone is saying he's going to be, then, he'll be successful. But, I mean, it's certainly not going to be easy with Liverpool and Man City and how strong they are, So, Owen says, mate, watch the game. I'm a Liverpool fan. But why are you here then? Up on the United stand anyway. Look at the likes. Fair play, guys. I mean, we have 10,000 likes there. I really, really appreciate it. Let's just have a quick check here now. Yeah, I really appreciate 10,000 likes there. Kiko says, have fun, no Champions League. Look, I'll have fun either way. I just like watching football. So, I mean, the more games United have in the year, the happier I am. So, we'll be back in the Champions League eventually, don't worry. I mean, it's all well and good for Liverpool fans shouting and roaring. You have one league title in 30 years. So, come back to me. Jammer says, play the youth in the Europa League next season. Keep players fresh for the league. Yeah, I agree. And I think, getting Europa League, and look, if it is Europa Conference League, whatever it is, the more games we can have next season, the better off we will be, because a lot of these younger players coming through, and the more games we can have under Ten Hag with his new system, the quicker the players will be able to adapt to it. So I think that's without a doubt the way to go. Owen says, thoughts on the Champions League final? To be honest with you, like, on paper, Liverpool are favourites, and I would be putting them as favourites myself, but I mean, Real Madrid just have this unrelenting love with the Champions League that, I don't think it'll be as easy as maybe it is on paper. So I'm really, really looking forward. I'm doing a live for it. It'll be my first night on holidays in Spain. So I'm bringing all the gear with me, and we're going to do it from Spain. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a great game, I think. And what else have we got? He's probably an Arsenal fan anyway. And Keane says, the United stand is the Wish version of the United Community Channel. Good man, Keane. That's what I like to hear. Fair play to you. My followers are loyal, so they are. But yeah, thanks to everyone for the likes, guys. We're 10,500 likes there now, and it's fantastic. I really appreciate it. Owen says, brilliant, we'll definitely tune in. Yeah, no problem, Owen. I'll have all of the... Liverpool had a great chance there with Diogo Jota. Ball is played in by Tsimikas, takes his first touch on the edge of the 6-yard box and just drags a shot wide at the far post. And Klopp is there chewing the gums, and he doesn't like it. But good chance for Liverpool, very good chance. Still 1-1 though. Let's see now. 1:28:00 chance. Let's see. What have we got? Colin says, I think Real, but a tight game. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a very, very tight one. United Loader is in. Evening, lad. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. And Owen says, be a close one. I think penalties more than likely. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't it be great to see a penalty shootout? It would be nerve-jangling for Liverpool and Real Madrid fans, without a doubt. But it certainly would be exciting for the neutrals, without a shadow of a doubt. But yeah, let's have a look here. Free in now for Southampton. Oh, now here we go. Now this is a chance, because we all know what Ward-Prowse is like in these areas. He's absolutely lethal. So he is absolutely lethal. But yeah, this is a foul. James Miller comes barreling in and takes him out. Oh, high foot. He's lucky he doesn't get a card, even if he does. Yeah, all doing well. United Loader, hope you're doing well too, man. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate everyone that's in the chat, guys, and fair play to you for all the likes. We're 10,500 likes on TikTok, which is fantastic. Pushes us out to more people. So yeah, you never know. We might hit that For You page one of these days. Right, Keane says, remember this, he's going to score. Okay, Keane, you called it. Here it comes now. Ward-Prowse hits the wall. Keane, you have us all to answer to. But yeah, I mean, look, regardless of that, I mean, Ward-Prowse is absolutely just unbelievable on free kicks. Really is, and I think he's up there. I think is he second behind Beckham with the amount of free kicks he scored in the Premier League, which is, I mean, that's some feat in itself, Keane says, last time you were in Wexford, I was there, Keane, at a soccer match last October. I was there with the club I used to play for. We were playing North End. They beat us 3-1. AC994 followed the host. I appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the follow. And Ronnie says, I found you on the For You page when I first saw you. Brilliant. That's good to hear, Ronnie. You keep hitting them likes and we'll keep getting on the For You page, hopefully. But yeah, it's just to get more people into the chat, and have a better, have a conversation and, a bit of excitement. But I'm certainly enjoying the chats tonight, guys. I really appreciate it. What I'm going to do now is, right, here we go, because I've realised I can actually do a poll on TikTok. So this is going to mess up my YouTube view for a second, but let's see. Poll. Let's see. So, in relation to, let's just see. Oh yeah, Liverpool keep the ball. So, in relation to Manchester United, who do you think we should sign first? Do you think we should sign, who do you think we should, or what area do you think we should prioritise first? Do you think we should prioritise centre back, or should we prioritise centre midfield? Put a smiley face for centre back and a crying face for centre mid. We want to start the poll. I think it's 60 seconds. David is in. Good to see you, David. And Ronnie says, have you ever been in Louth? I live there. I've played a couple of soccer matches up there in my time, alright, yeah, I have. And Liam says, Corkeye, Beckham had 18 goals, Ward-Prowse 14. Yeah, I mean, he's not far off it, really. He's not far off it. But yeah, so we have, let's just see, we have 6 new messages here. Yeah, so we're getting there. David has smiley faces all over centre back. Yeah, so, but it's gone the way of centre midfield. So we had 3 people with centre midfield, and we've had 2 people with centre back so far. But it's interesting to see. Look, I think they're both areas where United have to improve drastically, but it's just going to be interesting to see. I can't wait for that first signing to be made. I'm really looking forward to Ten Hag getting in and doing his first interview, and that whole media spin, and we get excited about it, and then all of a sudden then there's going to be a signing made, and we're going to be doing live videos on it, and we're going to be doing transfer talk Fridays, every Friday. And Ronnie says, can we do another one? I'll do another one now in a minute, Ronnie. I'm going to try and figure out, can I change the actual settings to do it. But what I can do is, once I start getting more followers who can give gifts, and then you can put gifts as either one. So there you go. Liverpool on the attack here now. Elliott plays it forward to Jota, who gives it back inside. Lovely move. Gets it to the right to Minamino. Takes a shot and it's blocked, but it comes back out to Henderson. And Southampton clear their lines. But Liverpool keeping the pressure on. Liam says McTominay is like Michael Carrick with a mild disability. A mild disability of lack of pace and lack of imagination and lack of a lot of other things. Oh, Elliott is in. Oh, he hits the side netting. And Liverpool are getting... That's another good chance for Liverpool there. Lovely little ball played in by Matip. And Jota with a lovely turn. And Elliott is played in just along the edge of the 6-yard box. Probably a little bit heavy. It closes the angle for him. And he just can't get his foot around the ball enough and hits the side netting. But another good chance for Liverpool. Let's see. David says, not to brag, but I'm in a team baller. I'm a team baller. What does that mean? Like, what? So you play yourself, David, do you? Or, and then Alex says, North End is near Wexford Park. It is. It certainly is. But yeah, Ronnie says, do you care that you don't really get views? Well, I mean, you don't get views straight away when you're starting out on something like this. Like I get a couple of hundred views per video on YouTube, and I actually done the live watch along for the FA Youth Cup between United and Nottingham Forest last week, and that got 7,500. So that's my biggest one so far. So look, I'm not worried. I'm in no hurry. We'll just let this grow slow and steady, you know. A team. Okay, who do you play for, David? There's an A and B team. A is like the best team. And Alex says, you know, Walter Walsh the hurler. I don't know him, to be honest, Alex. No. Gogglebox says, share this man's page. Good content. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Portlaoise AFC. My wife is from Portlaoise. I've never actually played against Portlaoise. Are you in the junior league down there, or is it intermediate, or what way are you? Ronnie says, I'm going to shout you out. Appreciate it, Ronnie. Thanks a lot. The more shares we get, guys, the more are in the chat, the better the interactions and the laughs and everything. But Liverpool are putting good pressure on here, in fairness. And David says, under 13s. Very good, David. Fair play. Keep it going, buddy. What position do you play? I used to play right back and centre back myself. Liverpool have a corner here now, and you know they are putting good pressure on. They've had their chances though. I mean, if this game finishes 1-1, Liverpool, you know, will certainly wouldn't be happy. But they certainly seem to have enough to be troubling this Southampton team, even though they don't have a full team out, you know. So, let's see. David says, up Jack's wife. All right. And Ronnie says, I play right wing. Good man, Ronnie. Number 7. Jones with the ball to the back post now. But in fairness to Southampton, they're defending quite well. And they've, you know, Liverpool haven't been letting them out quite easily, you know, at all. But they've been keeping their shape very well, and they're not really fazed by it. Gogglebox shared the live video. I appreciate it again. And but yeah, make sure you smash a like, guys, on the video. Anyone on YouTube as well. If you're in on the live chat, I'd really appreciate it. It helps the channel out a lot. And anyone on TikTok, you know what to do. Hit them likes. And yeah, we've had 4 shares, so we've had 4 different shares on TikTok, getting it out there for other people to see, which I really appreciate. But yeah, I mean, Liverpool have had an awful lot of chances here, you know, and for the game still to be 1-1, they will be disappointed with it. And Sam is in the chat on YouTube. Good to see you, Sam. Thanks for joining us again. We're getting a few. Let's see. Ever been to New Ross? I've been to New Ross, yeah. David says, I play left wing and centre back because the pace and physical. Yeah, that's good to know, David. Spamming likes right now. Good man. When people say we don't have any famous people, we still have you. Thanks, Ronnie. I appreciate it, man. I'm not that famous. But yeah, I mean, you can see with Southampton here now. I mean, they have a line of 5 across the edge of their box basically, and they're just sitting in and soaking up the play and trying to keep the lines narrow and making Liverpool go side to side rather than breaking through them. But Colgabach says Southampton are putting it up to them. They are, but Liverpool have had a lot of possession. You know, it's I mean, Southampton are good for a 1-1 draw so far, but like in terms of stats there, like Liverpool have had 74% of the possession. So, you know, Ronnie says you remember me from Sunday. I do, Ronnie. Yeah, I certainly do. Here's Jones with a shot. Tame enough, hits it wide. But yeah, Owen is back again. And it's a lovely touch out, but he just can't wrap his foot around it enough, and keeper probably has it covered anyway. Remember me? I do, Alex. I remember you. I certainly do. But Liverpool are putting on a high press here, and Southampton really struggling to get out. Really struggling. Cross into the box. Oh, nah, there's no cause for the penalty. Diogo Jota is doing well. He's causing havoc, in fairness to him. But Liverpool, you know, Liverpool are they're going to be disappointed if they don't win this game, given the amount of chances they've had. But here's Tsimikas now, low ball in, and Diogo Jota just opens his foot too much and couldn't get enough purchase on it to get the ball on target. But again, you know, Liverpool's recovery and their high press is impressive, in fairness. Galderbox says, I hope Liverpool lose. Yeah, I think we all do. Ronnie says, can you follow me, please? I'm already friends with you, Ronnie. I'm already following you. Oh, you're saying it to Owen, sorry. But yeah, David Rice is in. Good to see you, Ricey. Seen your TikTok live the other day, Jack, was very good. Yeah, appreciate it. We're live on TikTok again now, Ricey. There's 9 people at the moment watching, and we have 12,000 likes on it. So we're doing well. Jay, good to see you, pal. But yeah, I mean, Southampton really, I mean, there's still a half an hour to go on this game, and Southampton really just need to get on the ball and you know, keep possession for maybe 4 or 5 minutes and just take the pressure off a little bit, because it's going to be very hard for them to sustain this for another half an hour. But yeah, let's see. David who says, I'm going to make that 20k likes right now. Good man, David. Fair play to you, buddy. Ronnie has to go. Okay, Ronnie, I'll see you on the next one, pal. Thanks for joining us. Is there any more talks about De Jong coming to United? So, we were speaking about it earlier, and Ward-Prowse gets... Oh, no. Yeah, so we were talking about it earlier on, and what's the score? The score's 1-1 at the moment, 64 minutes gone. But yeah, De Jong, so the Barcelona president came out today. Here's Firmino with a strike, saved by the goalkeeper. Barcelona president came out today and basically said that they want to keep De Jong, but they are going to have to sell players throughout the summer. So basically he said that he wants to keep De Jong, but if he can't sell other players, then he's going to have to sell De Jong. So it's basically, I think they're basically just covering. He's covering covering his. I think he's just covering himself, really. So Ricey, I do know, I wasn't able to get the software set up for the background to work on TikTok yet, but look, I'll have it up for the next one, hopefully. Yeah, but look, TikTok is kind of behind the scenes, but yeah, Liverpool pressing again. Here's Jota now getting down the left, but again, Southampton are defending well, in fairness to them. And they're struggling to get out. I mean, Liverpool are pressing very well, but every time they do get out, it's kind of a long ball, and Liverpool retain possession again. Does it say Gamer's Choice in your game chair? Because I have that one. No, I think it's just a plain. I don't think there's any brand to it. Let me check the back of it. No, it's just a plain chair. It's comfortable though. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's blue. Should have got a red one for United, but anyway, what can you do? Let's see. Dargo. Are you still living in a 2-story bungalow? No, I'm living in a 1-story bungalow with the stairs though. Yeah, it has the stairs, but it's only 1 story. Great ball in on Southampton, do well again to clear, but it goes for a corner. Liverpool are knocking on the door here. They really are. But yeah, it's let's see. But yeah, thanks to everyone who's joined in, guys. We have 10 on TikTok, but Liverpool really are pressing well here. They're really putting the pressure on, and they have another corner here now. But again, the delivery is poor. Oh, and it's in. It's an own goal, is it? Oh, it looked like an own goal. They're around Joel Matip there, but oh no. And it took an age to go into the goal. Oh, I think it could be an own goal, is it? Let's have a look here, but Liverpool are after scoring. Ah, let's see here. Let's see. They're going to show us the replay here. So corner, and it is an own goal. So it's a terrible corner, and the man on point has a clean header, and it skins off his head, and then it goes back, and it's a header between Matip and Walker Peters, and you don't really know who it hits. It kind of hits both of them at the exact same time, and it loops over the goalkeeper and into the side netting. A smelly goal, and Liverpool go 2-1 up with probably the worst chance that they've had. Poxy. But they do deserve it, in fairness. They do deserve it. They've been well on top. Owen is happy with that one. Come on. I'm not surprised, Owen. But look, it looked like it was coming there for a long time. The pressure they were putting on was immense, in fairness. But I'm just checking the. But yeah, so that's that. Liverpool are 2-1 up. And let's see. Goes to, come on, Southampton, can't have them getting close to that Prem trophy. Look, I mean, they still have it all to do. I mean, all Man City really need to do is win on Sunday if it stays like this. So, like, big challenge there. James Milner is down, and he looks to be staying down as well. But yeah, I mean, if it stays like this, Liverpool are 1 point behind, but they're 6 behind in goal difference as well. So yeah, so I mean, all City really have to do is go out and win on Sunday. Dargo says, "What's your opinion on the National Maternity Hospital?" Fuck off, yeah. I think the Catholic Church should have nothing to do with it. Owen says the Liverpool United title race will be epic. Owen, I am waiting for the day. I've started this channel now, both on TikTok and on YouTube. And I've started this channel in the hope that one day that will happen. Now I'm going to keep this channel going until that does. You mark my word. And, you know, the day that, obviously you're a Liverpool fan, but it would be unbelievable as a United fan for the day to come where we're in a title race with Liverpool and we pippy for the title and we win it over you. It would just be absolutely unbelievable, you know. So, yeah, I don't think it's going to happen for a few years yet, though. Especially still while Klopp is at the club. Will you give Murt a shout out? I'm here having a pint with him. I'm okay. Well, Murt, you make sure you don't have too many pints now. You have some metal fabricating to be doing tomorrow. Owen says I will be here. Well, Owen, you keep following along, man, and we'll be you'll be the famous Liverpool fan that's in my chat every week. So I'm looking forward to the days where we're going head to head with you and we can have a laugh and a slag on our chat. But yeah, look, lads, thanks to everyone who's in the chat. I'm really enjoying it tonight, both TikTok and on YouTube. If you haven't already done so, smash a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. It helps it out a ton. Same on TikTok there as well. You know, fair play to you. We're 14,500 likes there as well. So I appreciate it. And Leo is in say, who do you think is better, Benzema or I presume that's Lewandowski. I mean, you can't not go with Benzema this year. You know what I mean? He's just been incredible. He has over 30 goals in the season, and I mean, in fairness to him, you know, Benzema basically played second fiddle to Ronaldo for all them years, given the fact that he was such a great player as well. Like, Benzema could have easily led that line if Ronaldo wasn't there, you know, for all of the years that they were winning Champions League. So I'd have to go Benzema this year. I think he's going to win the Ballon d'Or. I really do. You know, especially if Real Madrid do go on and win the Champions League. You know, obviously they have their work out for him. But yeah, I think definitely they could. I think definitely Benzema is. You know what? It'll be interesting. That's a great question as well, though, because it'll be interesting, Leo, to see next season if Lewandowski does go to Barcelona, which one of them will finish on more goals and have a better season. You know, so certainly. But yeah, let us know what you think, lads. Anyone else that's in the chat on either YouTube or TikTok, who would you go for? Like Leo asked here, would you go for Benzema or would you go for Lewandowski? I need a break. My throat has got a bit dry. Corner here now to Southampton. That's easily enough dealt with there by Liverpool, but Southampton need to start getting on the ball. Robbie says John McCarthy's teeth are made of wood. Good old John McCarthy and his wooden teeth. What's with the green screen, says Charlo. So Charlo, I use the green screen for YouTube. I haven't figured out how to use it yet. For stream, I use Streamlabs as my streaming software, and I haven't figured out how to set TikTok up on Streamlabs yet. But if you go over to my YouTube channel, you'll see the background. It's a full studio. It's like the United stand for all the world. So yeah, the YouTube is the full experience, whereas TikTok is just kind of behind the scenes at the moment with the green screen. So yeah, that's what that's for. Why did you put a green something on the beer? The beer. It's just the cover. Keeps the beer cold. Dargo, Robbie Dial. John McCarthy with his wooden teeth. Oh, that's deadly. No, Ricicles. I'm not saying he was better than him, right? So Ricey says, I think that's a crazy comment saying Benzema could have easily led the line instead of CR7. And I'm not saying instead of. I just think for whatever reason, Cristiano Ronaldo, if he had never gone to Real Madrid, I think, Benzema wouldn't have put up the same numbers as Cristiano Ronaldo. Absolutely no way. But I still think Real Madrid would have potentially won a Champions League or two with Benzema leading the line. That's what I meant to say if it came out wrong. But you know what I mean. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think Benzema would have done the job if Ronaldo wasn't there? I don't know. Here's Liverpool now. They're camped on the edge of the box again. Dargo says, do I play FIFA? I do a little bit. I haven't played in a while, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my own Twitch channel, and I'm going to do some maybe Manchester United career modes to follow along to as well. So I can do some lives for that as well on Twitch, and then I can also upload them to YouTube as later videos to watch along. So I'm going to maybe start that in the summer. When I have an extra bit of time, I'm going to do Twitch FIFA career modes. David says, yes, that's what I was waiting for. Right, perfect, David. We're definitely going to do that. So, and Mohammed is in the chat on YouTube, and he says, let's just have a quick check here. He says, Europa League final tomorrow. Is it Europa League final tomorrow? Not sure on that now. Well, maybe it is actually, because I think it is the final tomorrow. You're right. You're right. I won't be able to do a watch along for it. I actually didn't realise that that was tomorrow. I thought they were usually done on Saturdays along with the Champions League. Let's have a look here. Gogglebox said he would have done the job if CR7 wasn't there, but he wouldn't have had as much impact. No, I agree, Gogglebox. You're dead right there. He wouldn't have put up the numbers that Ronaldo did. But I do think he would have been certainly been able to lead Real Madrid on his own. David says, like what Goldbridge done. Goldbridge does that as well, actually, does he? Yeah, right. Well, I'm just going to copy Goldbridge then, because love a FIFA career mode, says Robbie. Yeah, I do, and I have to get FIFA 22, to be honest. I have FIFA 21, but let us know. Some of the younger lads in the chat might actually know. What's the story with FIFA now for next year? Because it's not going to be FIFA, is it not? EA Sports are after pulling out the license or something, and it's not going to be called FIFA anymore. If anyone knows, let me know. Cuddy says, who's winning the Champions League? To be honest, on paper I would say Liverpool, even though I'm a United fan, but I just have a sneaky suspicion that Real Madrid are going to pull something out of the bag. I really do. The love that they have for that competition is just unbelievable. So I wouldn't be surprised if Real Madrid win it, but again, it would be hard to look past Liverpool. Yeah, it's white. I don't know what that means. FIFA 23 will be the last. Oh, it will be the last with EA Sports, right? Okay. It's going to be called something different then, though, I think. Maybe I heard it wrong, but someone was saying it's going to be called EA Football or something. Something fucking shite like that. But I don't know. Mohammed says Rangers versus Frankfurt tomorrow, yeah. And there's not many Rangers fans from where we're from now in Ireland, Mohammed, but I certainly give them every chance. I don't really know what Frankfurt are like, to be honest, but yeah, to be honest, the Europa League, it's hard to have much interest when there's not a team that you kind of see week in, week out playing in it, A lot in the TikTok there now are saying, come on, Frankfurt, up the Celts. Yeah, so there's a big Celtic following in Ireland, obviously, the Irish connection. So I think the majority of Ireland will be shouting for Eintracht Frankfurt tomorrow, without a doubt. But yeah, look, to be honest, it wouldn't bother me. I mean, if Rangers won, I wouldn't really care, you know. Ronaldo says, what's the score? It's 2-1 to Liverpool. There is just over 10 minutes to go. And to be honest, Liverpool are coasting here, really. They've had most of the possession and they've had most of the chances. So Southampton are kind of camped now on the edge of their box the last 15 minutes or so, and they're working off counter-attacks, and the only real opportunities they're getting are set pieces. So, you know, Liverpool have had what you could say a second string team out, but they've been impressive in fairness. Ken English supports Rangers and Arsenal. That'll tell you how. Anyway, David says up the Germans, and Ricey says and Desi Cody. Desi Cody loves a quiz. He does. Loves a quiz. Worst golfer I've ever seen. But yeah, thanks everyone who's in, guys. Let's see how we doing on the likes. We have 15,000 likes. Any chance we can get them to 20,000 before the end of the game? We have 10 minutes to go. Same on YouTube. Anyone watching, guys, I really appreciate it. Put any comments, any thoughts you have, throw them up in the chat, and please hit the like button as well. It helps out the channel, and hit subscribe and follow. But let's see. Gogglebox says, if City don't win the UEFA Champions League next year with the players they bought, they best give up. Well, it's certainly going to be pressure on for Guardiola next year, because if he doesn't win that, I mean, let's call a spade a spade. Guardiola was brought in to win the Champions League with City. He really was. And, you know, I mean, City were winning the leagues. Were winning the league before Guardiola got there. So I think in that way he's been a failure, but he hasn't been a failure. I mean, some of the football he's brought has been unbelievable. But if he doesn't win a Champions League for City, it'll be seen as a failure without a doubt, you know. Alex says, Amad Diallo made a good choice to leave United. He might get a trophy. But by all accounts, he hasn't been... What in the name of God was that? Alright, we have a subscriber. Sorry. I just had a live notification there. Martin Kavanagh subscribed. Thanks for this subscription there, Martin. I appreciate it, bud. I get notifications there when it happens. So sorry, it's the first one I've had. I only just put my alert box on today, so it took me by surprise. But yeah, anyway, back to Diallo there. By all accounts, he hasn't really had that good of a season with Rangers. He hasn't been getting much game time. But yeah. Martin Kavanagh, hi Jack, just subscribe, go on the pool. No problem, Martin. Well, look, I mean, the channel is United Community Channel, but by all means, I mean, supporters from all clubs and countries and everywhere are all welcome. So it's good to have different opinions and different outlooks. But yeah, we're not shouting for Liverpool. But look, Liverpool are doing well here, you know, without a doubt. If they do get out here with a win, they're going to 100% deserve it, to be honest with you. Still a trophy though. It's better than Ronaldo this year. Don't ever compare Diallo to Ronaldo. That's that's a blockable offence there, Alex. Really is. You know, like, do you think Ronaldo would have preferred to go to Rangers to win the Europa League? I don't think so. UTAB says, I want City to win. Yeah, I mean, and he says City won't bottle it. It's bloody Aston Villa, lad. Yeah, look, I mean, I wouldn't be taking Aston Villa for granted. I mean, Steven Gerrard is obviously going to be doing everything in his power to give Liverpool the opportunity they need. So it's going to be an interesting game. Look, I'm going to be doing the watch-along for Manchester United on Sunday, but I'm also going to have the City and Liverpool game on, so we'll be keeping everyone up to date as we watch the United game. So, you know, feel free to watch it along. We're going to be doing it on TikTok and on YouTube as well. I might see can I get Twitch set up as well by that time. So, but yeah, and YouTube, I see a follow there as well. So thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Gogglebox says CR7 still doing it and nearly passing out players in their prime. That's mad. Yeah, 100%. I mean, he's absolutely burning it up. Especially, to get 20 plus goals in such a bad United team is just really it's an unbelievable achievement. Salmon says, thoughts on Arsenal not getting into top four. To be honest, I don't know if you're an Arsenal fan or not, but I said it earlier on. I'm delighted. I really am delighted. I grew up watching the rivalry between United and Arsenal in the late 90s and into the 2000s, and that whole Keane versus Vieira, it just really, like, I'd put Arsenal on a level with Liverpool in terms of dislike. I really don't like him. But let us know yourself, Simon. Are you Arsenal or? UTAB says United are shambles at the moment. They are absolute shambles. But look, hopefully with Ten Hag coming in, a couple of good signings, a couple of the younger players coming through, hopefully we'll have turned the corner. But look, it's not going to be a short-term fix, And then Cuddy says, I would rather Liverpool win the league, but I want City to win because Liverpool can't win quadruple. No. Cuddy, I disagree with you there. United are on 20 league titles and Liverpool are on 19. That's why we want City to win it. It's going to be another 15, 20, 30 years before, probably 40 years before City will catch us in terms of league titles. So let's just let them have it this time and keep Liverpool on 19. I can't, to be fair. Football's my life and my childhood, and getting to watch this United. I just say I just love watching it and I love talking about it, And then Salmon says, think Ralph will improve the situation at Man United. Well, I hope he's kept on, and there's been rumours lately that he potentially won't be getting the kind of support that he originally was promised, and that he won't have as much of a say. I really hope he does, because he is able to find them kind of young diamonds, them kind of, so I'd be disappointed if he didn't. And he has the same kind of philosophy as Ten Hag as well. So I'd love if he was kept on and the two of them were pulling in the right direction. Dargo says, come on guys, 25k likes before the end of the stream. That's what I like to hear. So we're on 18.9k, guys. Let's try and get to 20 first, and then we'll go for 25 before. Oh, great shot! Keeper saves it well. Looks, we still have, but at a time we're looking at another 5 minutes here, and all Southampton need is one chance. I have faith that United will come back and put Liverpool back in that box. Well, look, I don't think Liverpool are going away, especially since Klopp has signed a new extension till 2026. So it'd be great to see United and Liverpool going head to head for a title. Cuddy says Ralph is managing Austria now. Yeah, but to be honest, them international jobs are nearly part time. So I'd be if United are going and looking at certain players, and Ten Hag says, there's this player from Leipzig that I like. All he has to do is just go, hello, Ralph. There's this young lad there from, right, yeah, and Ralph go, oh, he's class. Yeah, right, grand. So that's all Ralph is there for. So I wouldn't be too worried about it. I hope anyways we will certainly improve under Ten Hag. Hopefully we'll pass him out. Well, look, it's going to take a while, and like I said earlier on, I think it's important that United fans are supportive of this manager and give him time, because there is going to be parts of this season where it's not going to go well, and we're going to probably be staring down, a couple of defeats in a row or something, and so I think it's important that we don't get on his back straight away. Drive Liverpool back to Conference League. No, I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon, guys. But yeah, fair play to you. The likes were over 20,000 now. We're nearly on 21,000. So I appreciate all the likes coming in, guys. Fair play. But Southampton now are getting into Liverpool's box down the right hand side. Gets it back to Walker Peters. Oh, lovely little slip ball in. Oh, the cross is just too high and far. But Redmond does well to keep it in on the far side. And Southampton are going to come again here. Poor cross into the box. Liverpool clear it easily enough. But again, Southampton now are winning the second ball. And they have Liverpool penned in here. And they win a corner. They win a corner here. Come on, Southampton. Jurgen Klopp is not happy with his referee throughout the whole game. Let's see. Go on, boys. 20,000. Fair play. Anyone in particular I would like? So I was talking about this earlier. If we could get Timber, and I think Timber's going to be cheap enough. I think we could get him for 30 million. Timber, De Jong, that would be 90 million. Let's say we're talking pound sterling here. So that would be 90 million. And you could get Darwin Núñez for 60 million. That would be your 150 million transfer budget. Now, it looks like we're going to sell Martial for 20 million, potentially. You would get another 20 million from Wan-Bissaka. You would get... There's talks of 30 to 40 million for Dean Henderson, and all these players are potentially going to leave. So you're talking another 70 to 80 million there that we could get maybe second tier players in. I would love to see something like the likes of Christian Eriksen being brought in on his free transfer, or something like that, just being smart. But yeah, if I could get them 3 players and then a couple of lesser known players in around them, I'd be happy. So let's just see. Ole was the best manager in form since Sir Alex Ferguson. Got a second. So overrated. Yeah, I mean, I think the reason why he was so successful early on was because he basically gave the players a free run of the place. He just wanted to keep them all happy rather than getting them to do what they want to do, and that was always going to come crashing down, I think. Ricekill says, drinking on a Wednesday, the boom is back. The boom never left in the Pints household, so it didn't. Gogglebox said, give Maguire away as well, for free. I'll bring him to the gates. Look, he doesn't seem to be a kind of a Ten Hag player either, because he's, Ten Hag likes to play a high line and Maguire doesn't really have that much pace. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Maguire. I'd certainly keep him as a squad player, but I wouldn't be starting him. We could get Varane and Timber as our 2 starting centre backs next season. I'd be happy with that. Robbie Dial says, Darwin Núñez looks like a baller. He does, and there was a stat up the other day. He's played 42 games this season, scored 34 goals and had six assists. And I know the Portuguese league is not one of the top 5 leagues in the world, but if you're putting numbers like that up in any league, you're going to attract attention. And I just like the build of him and the stature of him, and his link-up play is fucking dirt. But I mean, his job is to put the ball in the net, and he's good at it. Cuddy says, Ole is the reason we are here. I wouldn't put the blame solely. And there's final whistle. And Liverpool take the 3 points, guys. But getting on to that, Ole is the reason why we're here. I wouldn't put all of the blame on Solskjaer. I mean, I think United have had, they've had so many managers since Ferguson left that we have 2,000 likes to go, by the way, to get 25,000. But in terms of, I mean, we still have players from Ferguson, we still have players from Van Gaal, we still have players from Mourinho, and obviously we have players from Solskjaer. So when you have a mix of players like that, there's never going to be a kind of a gel and a cohesion, and so I think the clear out that we're doing. So I wouldn't solely blame Solskjaer. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot of people with their finger in the pie, as they say. Ricekill says, price of timber these days is crazy. Don't buy him. Be told he's cheaper next year. Yeah, I know, but Bayern Munich are looking for him as well. So, I mean, 30 million for a centre-back these days is nothing, considering the fact we paid fucking 80 million for Maguire, so... and what else have we got down along? Jesus, Maguire wouldn't get a game in the Sunday League unless the manager is Ole. Yeah, he has 2 left legs. And Chief says, keep Maguire for a training dummy. Yeah, just, them yokes you put in the ground there, just that when there's lads taking shots, just keep him for that. Big forward on him. Ricekill says, stress of playing for United would be the draw, straw that broke the camel's back for Eriksen's pacemaker. No, look, I reckon he'd be a good signing. But anyway, look, the under 11 Man U team will be better than him. He's top own goal scorer this season as well. Yeah, our U team will be better than the main team. That's awful to say, but I agree. Yeah, I mean 100%. But I mean, like, it's. I'm just looking forward to Ten Hag. This. I suppose media. When he's put out to the media by Manchester United, you'll have the intro videos of him, and it's going to be magical and all of that. But the excitement will start then, but it'd be great to get a couple of signings in even before the end of the season. I like the idea of how, the likes of, take Haaland for example. You know what I mean? The season is nowhere near over yet, and he's already done and dusted. And that's the way to be doing business. So, United need to take a leaf out of that kind of book as well. And Gogglebox says, keep for a striker the other teams. Yeah. Ricekill says 25,000 likes. Fair play to you guys. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. That's fantastic. To think there was 25,000 times that was done. So I really, really, really appreciate it from everyone on TikTok and as well on YouTube. If anyone hasn't, that's still in the chat, hasn't smashed the like button, please do. It helps out the channel a ton. Obviously we're trying to grow it as much as you can. I'm going to be getting a lot more content out there, guys. I really am. I'm going to be. So the plan is, here's the plan. Now, again, if any have any ideas, throw them at me. I'll be happy to take them under consideration. The plan is, there's a couple of lads in this chat here on TikTok as well that wouldn't mind getting on. And you know who you are. Getting on for what I want to do is, obviously we're going to do our Friday transfer talk shows. And then I'm going to potentially I'm going to try and do as many YouTube shows and YouTube videos throughout the week. So Manchester United news, transfer news. I'm going to start off with doing one Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because I just don't have time. I have a 10-month-old daughter, so but look, if it picks up traction and I get good at it and I get fast at doing it, because making thumbnails and setting up streams and stuff like that, it all takes a bit of time. So that's the plan. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, once the season is over. So we'll be doing the Friday night transfer talk show, and then we'll be doing a Monday and a Wednesday Manchester United news show where we talk all things Man United. And that's the plan. So, but if you have any other, like I said, I'm going to maybe start a Twitch as well. There seems to be a nice bit of, I suppose, positivity for that there as well. So I might do a Manchester United career mode on Twitch, where we can go live on and do that as well. We could do that maybe on a Tuesday and a Thursday, just to make sure that we have more things going out. But yeah, that's the plan. If you have any other ideas and you'd like me to do, feel free to let me know. I'd be happy to do it. There's David Rice, thinks he doesn't know anything about soccer, but I think he knows more than enough to come on a transfer talk show on a Friday night, or he'd be doing nothing else. But yeah, look, to wrap up, I mean, let me take out this headphone. Liverpool deserved their win tonight. They really did, they went 1-0 down. Me, Jack, Astrid, and Simple Simon. No, it's going to be Ricey. It's going to be me, you, Mark, and Jimmy Proctor. But yeah, look, Liverpool deserved their win. They really did. They went 1-0 down, and they went, rightly so, they went 1-0 down. They didn't really start well, but they recovered well. They kept possession. Their second string team out was too much for Southampton in the end, so it was a comfortable win in the end. They could have easily won by a lot more. And Alex says, I'll come on, no problem. Alex, I can't. I can't have under 18s on. I really can't. So I have to get some. I have to try and find some of my own friends, Ricey, that could come on and just have a chat. I mean, this is all it is. It's just a laugh and a skate and a chat. There's no professionalism to it, Ricey. So yeah, everyone get on to see that Ricicles that's in the chat. Go and like him and follow him and start leaving him DMs and telling him to come and do it, because I think he should. But yeah, 17 in October. Well, look, Alex, maybe next season we'll look into something like that if we're still doing it. But yeah, I mean, yeah, look, Liverpool deserved a win. They really did. 2-1 in the end, and it's going to be a very, very exciting final day of the season, because it's still all to play for. Racey getting anxiety over doing it live. But come on, Ronnie, follow Racey there. Get everyone in and follow Racey, and everyone DM him and tell him to do a transfer show with me. But no, guys, it's going to be a very, very exciting final game of the season, final weekend of the season. We're going live for our watch-alongs. It's 4:00 kickoff, so we're gonna go live slightly earlier. We're going to be live from 3:30. I'm going to be doing the transfer talk show on Friday night. So again, we're going to be on. I might maybe the transfer talk show. I might leave that for YouTube only, because obviously I want to have some consistency with both, and I'd like to get some traction on YouTube as well. So anyone that's watching on TikTok that's following me, or that wants to get involved in that, head over to YouTube. I'll have the thumbnail up Friday morning. So we're going to do a transfer talk show Friday evening, maybe 7:30. And then we're going to have, obviously, Sunday. We're going to have a massive Sunday. I'm going to be on from 3:30. So obviously United need a win to get into top 4. And less than a win, and we're in big trouble. And then obviously we're going to have the excitement of relegation. So there's still one team that can go down, so that's going to be exciting as well. And then also we're going to have the title race, Liverpool and Man City. So it's going to be really exciting Sunday. We're going to be on from 3:30, and we're going to have a chat. We'll talk United, we'll talk Liverpool, City, everything, relegation, the whole lot. But yeah, keep an eye out as well for Twitch, guys. If any are interested in that, go over to Twitch and just follow me on Twitch as well. I've got the channel set up. I just haven't really done anything with it, but make sure you go over and follow it so you don't miss out if I do go live for a FIFA career mode. Something I am looking forward to maybe doing. But yeah, look, that's it, guys. I really appreciate everyone that's been in the chat. We've had a great chat tonight. There's some great comments have come in. Thanks to everyone who's viewed on YouTube as well. We've had nearly 200 views on YouTube, which is brilliant. That's slowly but surely growing as well. And TikTok has just been amazing tonight as well. You've been brilliant. I really appreciate it. We have, nearly 28,000 likes. So, yeah, it's been brilliant. I really appreciate it. And but look, yeah, keep an eye out, guys. We're going live. When did I say we're going live? We're going live Friday night for our transfer talk show, and we're going to go live obviously then on Sunday. All right, so we're going to end it there, guys. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in. Thanks for everyone who's been smashing that like button all night, especially on TikTok. You're absolute legends. And yeah, look, we'll see Friday night. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks a mil.